Give me my free stuff. Yes, another crown for me to not use. I'm so bad at that. I never know who I want to give like a crown to. Do I want to triple crown them? I don't know. I think Zhongli might be my only character with a crown. Did I triple him or did I only give him one? I only gave him one. I'll probably triple him at some point. See, I have 44. What am I using those for? Okay. Then I think the next thing to do is the last story beat. We've gone up so many battle pass levels, it's not even funny. I'm excited to make those things for the teapot though. Not that I ever actually decorate my teapot. Maybe now that I have the Fontaine landscape, I'll decorate that. I kind of want there to be a Neuvillette one specifically. So I like the aesthetic of Neuvillette a lot. We want, I believe it is Hustle and Bustle. 2 days later, noon. Sweet.
Planning on spending some time in Xiaoying Village? We
Did he?
Have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
Did I do the last part of this? Is this the last part of the story? Oh, it is. It is. Okay. Okay. I was very worried for a second. Well, there's a quest that I still haven't done. One day. I've cleaned up my quest list a lot this year.
The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she can float around all day and never get tired. Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit! Huh?
Did he say Buell fruit? It's not bull fruit?
Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
Something about bull fruit and good vibes. I don't know.
So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Okay, let's go see what's up. You and Paimon make your way up the mountain in search of the source of the shouting. As far as you can make out, it's almonds, this, and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. You know what's good? Almond paste. Almond paste is good. In specifically pastries, I don't think I would sit there and eat a jar of almond paste, but maybe. The lively voice invigorates your steps, and you ascend the mountain in no time.
What are they doing here? Navia, Clarande!
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
It wasn't Navia who
I
was
told you
screaming,
that
was it?
something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite, and to you.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain? And that voice we heard, that was you, right?
Deserted mountain? Look at the villa right behind you.
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Maybe it's both.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Yeah, you have to be able to hear her
is.
over the
Having a
cannons.
loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
But the act of shouting itself.
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Who? You brought Farina with you?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Qiaoying Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well.
Good for her.
She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into
Who let
Neuvillette on the way
Farina?
here as well, but
Oh.
he was already on his way back, so they
Neuvillette
probably
was
weren't
here?
together.
Was he visiting Zhongli, his fellow dragon?
Neuvillette was here too?
So many people from Fontaine.
What was he doing here? It couldn't have
Charlotte's
been
in
for
Liyue Harbor.
vacation.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was
She already
inspired
did that?
to come buy some tea
Dang.
after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different.
Oh, you guys
I'm
should
here because
ask
I was
Cloud
asked to
Retainer. She
accompany
has
you.
plenty.
The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a
Tea
bet
is
with
great.
Riley, and now I have to buy him something.
You made a bet
It was just a spur of the moment sort of
against
bet.
Risley?
Riley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him
Nah,
meat
he just
plants
likes
that you
winning.
plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure
Good
the tea you
luck.
bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Neuvillette even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglo tea.
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Ah, did you get swindled by the
Please,
same
Do I look
person?
like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
I'm looking for Hu Tao, but I think you guys would get along famously.
A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Xiaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
No harm done, partner.
That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Xiaoying Village later.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later.
What do I have to do to get you to yell from the top of this mountain? Name your price.
It is not
You
gonna
really
happen.
want to hear it that bad, huh?
I'm just curious is all. I have a feeling you'll say something amazing.
I will pass. I prefer to let actions speak louder than words.
I'm excited for Clorand to be playable. She's Electro, isn't she? I can't zoom in close enough to be able to tell. Pretty sure she's Electro. Where am I going? Back to Xiaoying. Oh, hello there, Spin Crystal. Oh, I did not, whoops. I did not mean to lose my health on that building. Liddy'll be fine. Farina, Zhongli, and Hu Tao. What an interesting group of
Village
people.
is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum! Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now, let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
Whoa.
Wonder what they're talking about.
I too am curious.
Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Xiaoying Village.
Maybe he's telling
Or maybe
Farina
Hu
about
Tao's
how
trying
to
rope Farina into
quit
being
being
one
a
of her
god.
clients.
Want to make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji. Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
And then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
All right, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right. Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina.
That's one way to greet people.
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Yeah, it's not like I just ran into you earlier.
So both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
So many chums all in one place. I hate the word chums.
I'm pretty sure you didn't learn that one from me. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler. But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over Teyvat, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish
Fertile.
you a happy
Fertile.
lantern rite.
I've never heard someone enunciate that word like that. A happy lantern rite.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Yep.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
Yes, I did in fact meet their god. Thank you.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
Oh, you don't know
Given
he's a
his
god.
breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
He probably just doesn't care.
No. Yeah. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Huh? Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
You may not have heard, friends, but...
Miss Hu Tao.
Oh, I see that treasure chest underneath that bridge.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients. Yep.
I won. Did you hear that, Paimon? She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
I don't want your shoe money.
What's this about winning something?
Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
It was Paimon's idea. Did I just point at Paimon? That's so
Standing
rude.
on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Well, you know me.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought
I would
Zhongli
love to
was showing the
cosplay
newbie
Hu Tao.
around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see?
How dare you betray me like this, Zhongli, Farina?
Both of our guesses were right. There can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash then.
Hey, don't be upset, traveler. How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
Okay.
As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I'll buy you a bowl anytime you want.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot
Why?
to ask about the most important question. Something happen recently for Rena?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no.
Are you
Paimon
dying?
is so sorry
Is it
for your
terminal?
loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
That is a valid question.
Miss Hutao is simply helping prepare some props for my film.
That's weird.
Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point.
Could not be me.
Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
You might even call it a breath of fresh terror.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It was not.
I'll
No.
have to remember that for my ad posters.
Oh God. What have we done?
Sees, that makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hutao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
It was Neuvillette, wasn't it?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
You tell everyone about your encounter with Navia and Chlorinde at the top of the mountain. One look at the pitiful expression on Farina's face is enough to convince you to leave out the part about the shouting.